Assalamualaikum everyone. Here it's me Shabaz Hussain. So a warm welcome to everyone on the board of AS and A levels. So a warmly welcome to the all worthy A levels and AS students. So we are going to start the orientation session for our newcomers. A warmly welcome to everyone at red carpet treatment. So for everyone, so red carpet treatment means to feel welcomed, have energy to resources to perform excellent in AS grade and successfully have targeted goals you have. So make the first day a celebration. Why not make your presence productive on the first day? Surely it will be productive on the first day. It's not a boring one. And I hope that discuss the expected facilities and how they will help you in the for the upcoming achievements which you are going to achieve for in the A levels for your future one. So best of luck which are going to be joined in the next session. So further moving on, now you are thinking about, can I really get there? Am I sure of the route where I am going? Are my subjects appropriate or not? If I don't make it, then do I have any options? So these all questions you are thinking about your future. So don't worry about that. We are going to explain you the all things which you are worrying about that. So be confident, be conscious, be calm, and just look about the scope after science. The scope after science is simply physics, chemistry, maths, geology. These are the basic statistics, biochemistry, industrial chemistry. As you can see that these all are for the sciences ones, polymer chemistry and the dyes, operation research, environmental sciences, heavy fine chemicals and computer science, computer programming, IT, information technology, electronics, and these are the previous one is the basic one. Then the engineerings are electrical, mechanical, electronics, civil, computer science, aeronautical, aerospace, automobile, biochemical, biomedical. These are for those students who are going for the MBBS and who are going for the doctorate. These are the vast fields, biotechnology and the biochemicals and the biomedicals. This is the chemical technology for the chemicals one, chemistry lovers, and the dairy and the food one, artificial intelligence, the most advanced technology which are going to change this world, which is the artificial, how to put the how to put the autopilot in plane, car, bike, and all that. This is artificial intelligence and the vast field and the huge field to develop your skills, to excel your experience, to make your career, and the marine and telecommunication, metallurgy, mining, ocean engineering, and all that. So for the commerce, for the business students, and they are thinking that all of things are for the sciences one. So what is the our future for the financial? These are the for your financial accounting, auditing, cost accounting, banking and finance, taxation, actuarial science, company secretarial practice, business management, foreign trade, practice procedures, CA, the most important ICWA. So these are all the basic future of the business one. So application of mathematics. Now it's time to tell you about the subject which is the key subject of the inventions, which is the key subject of the technology which is going to develop in this era, which is going to make a different visions in this century. So mathematics is basically is applied in 21st century in the robotics, the main thing, in the space research, in the artificial intelligence, the main thing. When you discuss about how to make the sensors, how to make the autopilots in the cars, how to make the autopilots in the planes, how to see the stars, how to see the galaxies, then it is all depends on the physics and the maths, and this is all depend on the mathematical formula, and this is all depends on the mathematical equations to develop the codes, to make the softwares, to make the technology more feasible, more accurate, more smart. So these are the field which where the maths is used, where the biological calculation is used, where the information technology is used. Biotechnology in the mathematics is also used in the biotechnology. How to calculate the pressure in the heart, how to calculate the pressure of the blood in the arteries, how to calculate the length of the arteries, how to make the radius of the veins, how to make the artificial veins. So these are all mathematical applications of the 21st century, in astronomy as well, in the mechanics as well, how to make the how to make the parts of the different kind of machines, how to make the parts of different kind of robots, how to shape the parts, how to shape, either it is a circular shape, either it is a rectangular shape, either it is a hexagonal, pentagonal, octagon, decagon, and all that. So these are the basic use of math in these fields, in the upcoming future fields where you are going to excel in these fields. So hopefully you will go with the maths to make your skills more advanced, to make your skills more effective, to excel in these fields. So in the chemistry as well, how to balance the equation, how to make the formulas, how to measure the volume and all that, how to make a new compound and all that. In medicine, the balance of the chemicals to make a different medicine. So these are the basic use of mathematics in these fields to excel, to make these field different. So you have to be good in mathematics, you have to be excellent in mathematics. So in electronics as well, and then in physics. So this is the most simplest example of your real life. Google is using linear algebra to develop their Google Chrome. So this is relevance with the help of mathematics, and the CEO is just smartly use the mathematics to build this huge global engine which is called Google Chrome, where you go for to search everything, and this link just use of mathematical codes and the coding behind the Google Chrome. So this is the main simple a single one example for you. Now it's time to tell you about the use of maths in engineering. So in the real life, engineers do too much maths, whereas calculus and algebra, differential equations and all that, to deal with the real world problems, to deal with the real life inventions. So they just depends on whatever the project is, whatever the basic real life example is, whatever they are going to develop in the real life example. So overall summary of this maths use in the real life is basically when you are going to take any kind of engineering project. So almost the engineers never use the calculus or the other formulas, but they use software to develop the advanced maths. In these softwares they are using algebra, linear algebra, trigonometry, or statistics. So it depends on the project, what kind of project is. Mathematical foundation on the more advanced math is important. So these are the mathematical use in the real life project. So in the further slides you can see that how the math is feasible, how the math is applying on the real life examples, on the inventions and the automobile engineering and the aircrafts and heavy bikes and all that. And also when we are going to check the softwares or apps and the web developing, there is also a mathematical use to develop the coding. And so we are considering the mechanical vibration, if the example is the use by a mechanical engineer. So this is two masses with the attached with the spring. So the equation, it depends on this, the vibration of the masses is depend on. Then engineers are used to take this equation to build the buildings like shock absorber and earthquake absorber, and the going on. If you considering to build the bridge, this is just not to draw the bridge on the paper. This is basically to draw the object, to draw the model in the software, and to check this one, and to check what is the heat in is affecting the bridge, what is the length, what is the pressure on the bridge, how much load it can be absorbed, how much heat is affect in the length of the iron or steel, whatever the material is using. So this is basically the model which is developed in software by the help of mathematical formulas, mathematical equations. So this kind of is another research model to check the input and output of heat, and when the heat is inward and outward, the material is going to be awkward. So in the aerodynamics, this is basically the field is which is applied on the aircrafts, on the sports cars. What is the pressure on the upper surface, what is the pressure on the lower surface on the aircrafts, what is the basically the when the pressure is decreasing, when the pressure increases, what is the effect on the speed of the aircrafts, and the this is the other field of mathematics. It is computational fluid dynamics. Fluid dynamics is basically to check the pressure, overall pressure around the aircraft and overall pressure around the bikes and sports cars, but this is the simulation model of some software. So moving on, so now we are going to discuss about the subject options for AS and A level. So here we have science group. For the science group we have a pre-medical group and the pre-engineering group. So in pre-medical groups, you know that bio, physics, chemistry is the main subject for AS and A levels, and the pre-engineering group, it should be a mathematics with the physics and the chemistry, because the mathematics is the bone of engineering, is the main pillar of the engineering. And the second one group is the business group. In the business group we have also two groups, like group A having mathematics, accounting and economics. Is up to you to choose which one group, and the group B is accounting, economics, business, computer science or dual law. So these are the groups you have to choose for your future to AS and A levels. So for the best, now we are going to discuss the mathematical syllabus for AS and A level. So the code is 9709 for AS and A level. Now for the structure of the mathematics is we have 6 components papers for the whole A level. So first one is the P1, which is pure mathematics, and the P2 pure mathematics, paper 2, and the paper 3 is also a pure mathematics, and the paper 4 is based on the mechanics, and the paper 5 is probability and statistics. This one paper is easier one to for the business students, and the probability and the statistics. And paper 6 is also easier one for the, and the paper 4 is mechanics, which is easier one. This is basically a physics based concept. So all AS level candidates take 2 written papers, and the A levels candidates take 4 written papers for your final year examination. So AS level, so we have a choice for you is pure mathematics only. First one pair is the P1 and the P2. You go for the P1 and P2 for the AS level, and the for another choice is P1 and P4 with the pure mathematics and mechanics, and the third one choice is the P1 and P5 with the pure mathematics with the probability and statistics. So these are the choices, 3 choices you have to opt for AS level. And the A levels you have 2 choices. The first one choice is P1, P3, 4 and 5, and the second one is P1, 3. This is the same P1 and P3, and the 5 is also compulsory one. The 6th one is the probability and the structure and the extension of A levels and AS level. So moving on, the structure, this is a flow chart of the A level. So for the one P1 and P2, if you're going, so there's no P1 and P2 in the A level. So if you're going for P1 and P4, then you have to go for P1 and P3. And so this is the basically flow chart when you're going on for the AS level. So you will clearly understand about these kinds of variations and these kinds of combinations. So this is a simply overview of assessment. If you are going for the P1, it is 1 hour 50 minutes paper. Total marks are 75. So 10 to 12 total questions, and it is compulsory for AS and A level, right? And for the P2, if we say that, if you see that, so P2 is 1 hour 15 minutes paper. It is a 50 marks paper, 6 to 8 questions, and it is 40% weightage in the AS level, and it is optional for you. And the third one is the P3. P3 is 1 hour 50 minutes paper, 75 marks, 9 and 11 questions. So it is a 30% weightage for the overall mathematics. So compulsory for the A level. This is one is a compulsory mechanics. Paper 4 is a 1 hour 15 minutes paper. The total marks is 50, 6 to 8 questions, and this is also an optional paper for AS and A level. And the paper 5 is probability statistics, which is paper S1. So this is a 1 hour 15 minutes paper, and the 50 marks for this paper, and this is 6 to 8 questions and compulsory for A level. And this paper 5, and the probability paper number 6 is probability and statistics, 1 hour 15 minutes, 50 marks paper, and this is the optional one. Inshallah, we will see you soon. Take care. Thanks for watching.